Pisces, your December is going to be very, very different because something you've been waiting on is about ready to show up just in the nick of time. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Pisces for the month of December, or whenever you find this video. Remember, time is fluid. It isn't linear, so it can be 2 months from now and it applies. Also, check out your moon, rising, and your sun sign to get a better fit because this is a general reading. So welcome Pisces, and I'd like to apologize for not having your November reading. If you heard my new moon reading, I did tell you I've been sick for the past couple of weeks. And I won't push myself to do anything. I put myself first, as you should too. And that's where we're leading to, because what I see coming in for Pisces is something you've been waiting for a long time. This may have brought a lot of despair, like feeling like this is never going to happen. It's coming from a corporation, a large organization. There's something you've been waiting on. Now, for some of you, this could be the job you've been hoping for, all right? It could very well be the news that you've been waiting for, the information, but the patience, the endurance that you have had, the weight on your shoulder, plus Mercury in retrograde as I record this reading, and the solar shifts that are going on are absolutely insane. Timeline jumping, all of these different things, we're kind of making it feel like a test. And now, in the month of December, you're going to feel the switchover. It may be right around the very first week of the month when that switchover, when you know, oh, I think she's right. I think it's going to come in. Something feels different. And the difference in the shift that you're going to feel, it's positive. It's going to go from a negative to a positive. And if this isn't yours, keep going. Let's keep going because I have so much information for you for December. So whatever this organization is, this could be a payout, whatever it is, it's going to make you feel safe underneath you. Like, okay, I can breathe again. The weight is lifted off your shoulders. So if this has to do with a payout of money, a legal document, a legal court case, there's something coming in for Pisces. Now you want to hold on to that. And remember, this is for those of you who have done the work on yourself, where you can balance yourself out, because that is key, mind, body, and soul, in order to bring this to fruition, in order to remember what we think is what we're creating, literally what we are creating. We're connected with the divine, and this is how it works. So let's keep going. All right. This is what I see the main message, but there's so much more. When it comes to Pisces, as far as like your own foundation, that's your home, where you live, your job, your investments, your, everything that makes you feel safe and secure, including your nutrition, your wellness in general. It is important, again, to maintain this. You did get the Three of Pentacles, mind, body, and soul. Make sure that you are lining up with everything before you take a deep dive into it. Now, if it comes to going to a holiday event, you are going to see this before the Thanksgiving holiday. If you're in North America, in the United States, that celebration, make sure your mind, body, and soul is intact so that when you walk in, it feels right and you know exactly intuitively when to leave if needed, if it doesn't feel right. So it's like really following your intuition this month. That is going to save you from heartbreak and disaster and in creating scenarios that feel self-sabotaging. And that's because of everything that you've been through. So it's so much easier. The negativity weighs you down, and it's so much easier to stay there. It feels like rocks on your shoulders, and how do I get up? I now weigh 500 pounds more than I should, and how do I get up, right? That's what is going on, where this Mercury in retrograde, we have all these different planets. There's like 7 different energy shifts, solar shifts, and Mercury's and other retrogrades like Mercury. It's a really big deal what's going on. Hence, me not being able to function because I too was going through my own ascension, right? Getting ready to move into a new timeline. And I'm already in mine. How about you? Have you already found that you're in your new timeline? Do things feel right? Are you able to disconnect emotionally from everything around you? These things are going to help you in overall your earthly energy. That's your security net. That's everything that I just shared with you, where you live, where you're relocating, etc. Now, the vision that I keep seeing for Pisces when it comes to this area of your life, and we'll look at relationships and so on and so forth in just a minute, and then the guided message as well. But Pisces, this is a major turning point for a lot of you where I see the goalpost. The overall energy that you got is this beautiful, where you are literally working with the cycles at hand, a 9 year. For some of you, this is spiritually, we're talking about the 7 year, but this is a 9 year where we are ending a cycle and starting a brand new cycle. And December is the wrap up of this old cycle to start the new cycle. So it's like a crossover, and it is the bridge, which I believe I said in the October reading. I don't remember which reading, but I told all zodiac signs about the bridging that's coming in. And this is it for Pisces. You're getting ready to start this new pattern, this new program. And that's exactly what I see is a green, green, beautiful, lush forest. And some of you may be going on a trip, and that's where this vision is coming from. But use the vision as a guideline to know that you can see beyond what I'm talking about, Pisces. This is a beautiful, lush, it's not tropical, it's very foresty, but it's a tropical forest, if that makes sense to you. Very tall, thin trees, a lot of green. There is still some browns on the ground. So I don't feel that it's in an area that normally gets snow in December, depending on what time of December it is. Absolutely breathtaking. That hiking trail is the path to your new destiny. When you end December and when you start into January, you are going to feel the effects of this uplifting new beginning. You will feel it right away, and it's going to instantly make you feel like everything is going to be okay. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't want to know how. I just want to have absolute clear guidance on this. So it's a beautiful vision that I'm getting for you guys. Now, for some of you, you do need to make sure that you don't overindulge over the holiday season with celebrations. And I see 3 celebrations. So wherever you live, whatever you're celebrating, I see 3 separate celebrations. Be very careful. Now, your health and well-being, we've got this beautiful Ace of Pentacles. This is being very grounded. This is knowing exactly what to do. You're going to be okay. Just remember, you are creating a brand new beginning. So letting go of the negative thinking, the negative habits, and seeing yourself in the position of who you are and what you're doing as you start the month of January, as you end December and jump the bridge into the new beginning, that is what's going to make all the difference in the world. Let me know if you understand the bridge concept that I'm talking about. If you guys don't, I would be happy to do an actual podcast video on that particular topic. The Ace of Pentacles goes even so much more deep than just your wellness. This has everything to do with what we're talking about. Your new identity. Your new identity. Who am I presenting myself as? How do I look? How do I sound? What do I wear? This is what I'm talking about when I say your identity. Because the old you, gone, gone, gone. The people that hurt you, if you let them go, if you did your shadow work and you need help on that, you can go into my description box below, shadow work, and get one of my soul tools to help guide you through this in the last part of this season. If you've done this, they're not coming back. They're not coming back. You may have memories of them coming in. You may even have a phone call or two right now as Mercury's in retrograde. But to end December and start January, they're not going to be there. because it's all about you. Each individual, regardless of your zodiac sign, it's going to be about you. So I love this for you. I feel this is very, very important information. Now, when it comes to relationships, some of you have been in let me pull one more card. Let me pull the adversity. Okay, I'll tell you what I see with the tarot. I know you guys love the tarot. I don't need the tarot, but you've got information coming in from out of the blue. This is your challenge. It could possibly be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius energy, but I feel it's more of the energy of the horse, the knight in shining armor coming in with something that is so important. This is a truth. This is a document. This may be very well what I was talking about in the very beginning of this reading. Remember, the cards follow me. I don't follow the cards. So in the beginning, I'm saying something is getting ready to come to you. Something is handing over to you, a payout, a conclusion, the job offer. That's what this is saying, but there's fear attached to this. You may be sitting right now going, that's never going to happen. And for you, it may be true. But for the majority of our Pisces, it is going to happen because you know it's going to happen. You're going to make it happen. Pay careful attention to what your thoughts are throughout the entire month of December. This is leading you into the new beginning. When you hear yourself talking a certain way, you want to learn how to bypass that. I can help you with that. You can book a private session if you'd like. They are open. Now, when it comes to family, friends, and other types of relationships, possibly romance, but I'll hit on that in a minute. You guys have people that you like. You know how I said you may be having memories, dreams off the chart. Off the chart. I think I shared in one of the zodiac signs that I've been dreaming about cartoon snakes. Cartoon snakes, but they weren't hurting me. They were not hurting me because right now, even some of the negative entities, the negativity, we'll just say that, all right, so we don't get in trouble, are, they've been around people, right? You can feel it. You know that it's there, that feeling that's there. They have to do a switchover right now. Some of these are doing a switchover to actually help you. And it doesn't mean like they're going to go, here, let me help you. It means that they're going to shut the door on anything negative for the month of December. Use that in a positive way. Now, with those memories, we do have some happy things and we have some celebration going on. And some of you, this is you going to celebrate with family and friends for holiday season. Now, if you know, I've been in Spain for a really long time. and they have holidays, they have celebrations all the time out here. And I love that because it's very community oriented. And I feel for Pisces, this is going to be very good, very healthy for a lot of you. This celebration is not going to be normal. It'll be very different. It may not have the same foods that you used to have. It may not have the same people that you used to have. But I feel that whoever you are going to spend time with, whether it's in person or even virtually, if you're talking to them virtually, there's going to be laughter. There's going to be joy in the air. And that's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you need. Whether you're the bringer of it or you're the receiver, hopefully it's mutual because it's all about equality, right? Equal reciprocity. There is a celebration going to be there. Now, for another group of you, I do see somebody reaching out to you that I feel has negative intentions and they want to talk. So you may have already spoken with them. We're hitting the end of Mercury in retrograde. Yeah, you got the Three of Swords. We're hitting the end of Mercury in retrograde. And remember, that brings things from the past, not just people. It brings memories, thoughts, things we did not do, things from childhood for some of us. Typically, it's a lot of what happened in the last year, but I found it is all the way through your life. It can be something coming back from so long ago, a download of an idea that you didn't do, and now you're going, maybe I should do it. And you're probably right. In this scenario, you guys, who I'm seeing in this situation, they're very negative. Like I said, they may have caused you a heartbreak. They broke your heart. They hurt you deeply. and they're coming in to want to discuss it. And it may be right at the holiday moment, right as the holiday turns over. For some of you, it'll be in the beginning of the month. And some of you, it'll be at the end of the month. Remember, I'm recording this the end of November. It's November 20th right now. So it may actually involve them. But Pisces, this heartbreak, the pain they caused you, put you into a mode of becoming recluse. They may have triggered you into your journey. They may have made you get to a point in time where you're saying, I don't want this anymore. This doesn't feel right. And yet you know you're walking the bridge. Here's the bridge from December to January. Do you want to bring that into your new beginning, or do you want to not bring it in? That's literally what's going to happen. Whether you choose to talk to them or not, use your internal wisdom. Your inner wisdom is connected directly to source. Your inner wisdom is coming from God, it's coming from angels, it's coming from everything that you believe in the higher power, but it comes through you. So internal is where you're going to find the inner wisdom. You're going to be able to walk across this bridge and know, I feel a lot of you are not going to take this individual. You may listen to him and not even necessarily say the words, I forgive you. More like, well, I appreciate you saying that more than anything else, because I feel that this person or people hurt you deeply, like really bad. And it's family and friends we're talking about here. So whoever this was is not going to be happy by the results that you're bringing in. Let me pull another card and see if we can see who this is. It won't be for all of you, but it will be for some of you. Not that one, this one. Knight of Cups, Cancer, a fellow Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. I feel it's heavy in the Cancer area, but Pisces, whoever this person is, they are coming in. This is saying exactly what I just said. And this confirms, I don't need the cards, they come out on their own. This is somebody walking in and say, I really am sorry. They are going to put on their noble coat. They are going to come in and talk about it. Now, you may have dreamed about them coming in, because this also can represent dreams. So you may have a conversation in your head in a dream. And our dreams mean so much. They really do mean a lot. I've helped people through that. We've even had classes right on here on YouTube over the past 8 years talking about how intense these dreams can actually be. So pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what's going on. Now I am feeling to pull for another scenario, but I feel this has to do with a friendship. A friend gone rogue, a friend gone wrong. That's what I'm hearing. A friend gone rogue, a friend gone wrong. And I feel this individual just kind of walked away. They just kind of left you in the Five of Pentacles energy. This particular friend is somebody that you knew. I'm seeing 2-3. That can be 2 to 3 years. That may be 20 to 30 years for some of you, or from age 20 to 30 is when you met them. But this particular friend had a lot of, there was a deep connection with them. Like you may have believed this was a soul connection, somebody you truly cared about. But this person left not to leave you feeling empty, as the Five of Pentacles is talking about, that they could have taken some things. They may have, I feel that they left you as if they took your soul with them. This may have been a soul contract that ended, and this is talking about the feeling that we go through with the soul contract, which is not an easy thing to deal with. It really isn't. It's hard. And that's where we've got to do our shadow work. This person, they're a tricky individual. Something may have happened. They may have gotten sick. They may have gotten into their own stuff in life They may have traveled across the world, is what this is saying. We have the Six of Pentacles. One of the two of you were overgiving, and I'm betting it was you, Pisces. You were overgiving to this person, so they left you feeling empty. Overgiving doesn't have to be pentacles and money or things. Overgiving can be sharing too much, being available too much, overgiving of your time, your energy. And if you don't get enough back, then typically we say enough and we walk away, but they did. I feel they walked away and left you feeling like, what the heck just happened? We do have the World card now. They may have taken a trip, they may have relocated, but for a lot of you, I feel that they just evolved into a new version of themselves. I don't feel it was necessarily to hurt you, although it did, and rightfully so. But this friend, I feel you're going to, I don't, if you don't speak to them before December 9th, you'll speak to them the next Mercury in retrograde. Okay, you'll be hearing from this individual, but I think it's going to be over the holiday season, the actual Christmas holiday season. Now, when it comes to romance, you guys have some big news on the front about romance, some really big news. Hear you, hear you. Somebody hollering out, listen to me, listen to me. But this news is not necessarily good, okay? We do have the Devil card. They could be a Capricorn, all right? But there's an energy around this partnership that is very in the dark. They hide in the shadows and they play games. In this relationship, you're going to say, I am done. You're deciding right now on a soul level, if you haven't already done it in your head, maybe going back and forth, can I do it? Is it possible to do it? And yet knowing it needs to be done, because on a soul level, you know that this is not going to work. This relationship is highly dysfunctional, highly dysfunctional. So you're going to need to make a decision whether you want to stay with this person or go. You know, the Seven of Swords, it can be, there's a positive and negative to every card. Remember, these are the story of life. This has no religious factors. There's nothing evil about these. This is somebody who picked up the five swords and said, I leave these two down. You learned your lessons and you're going to walk away, right? This is somebody who really carries that evil wickedness in them. That's the one you should be worried about, not tarot, okay? These are the people that convince you of things that aren't real and they make it seem like it's real. You'll know what I'm saying. Let me know if you get this, if this is your partner or one you just recently left. So here you go. You've been analyzing this situation. That's what I said. You're going back and forth in your head going, do I stay? Do I go? That's the analyzing card. And yet you haven't made a decision. I see you're going to be making this decision in the month of December and you're going to call it quits. You're going to walk away. And for some of you, you're actually willing to leave behind. I see like several suitcases and some items, you know, maybe furniture or whatnot. Not a ton of it, and most of it you're leaving behind because it's not worth it. It's like you're going to take your kids, you're going to take yourself, and you're just saying, I'm going to start over without you. I would rather get rid of all this if it means getting rid of you. But pay attention, use your intuition, because these are very tricky people. They hide money in different bank accounts where you can't find it. They are tricky people. So pay close attention and make sure you don't sign something over to them that you should actually have. Now, for another group of you, I feel there's something good coming in a different relationship. Yeah, we have the Queen of Cups. That's a yes card, by the way. Queen of Cups can be you, Pisces, another Cancer or Scorpio. But this is really opening up your heart and saying, I am so ready to feel love again. And I don't mean that you aren't with somebody. You may be with somebody, you may not. But I'm talking about feeling love again. Feeling the love that you had the first time you fell in love. That is the most amazing feeling in the world when you fall in love. The real love. Okay. And it makes us feel like we're walking on air, literally walking on air. We can move water, we can move mountains. Some of you are wanting that to come back into your life, whether it's with your partner or whether it's with somebody new. You're ready. You feel you are ready for love. Now, this may be a love of something other than a relationship for a very few amount of you, because I am looking at romance, and it really has another person around it. You may be falling in love with a partner that you're working with on a creative endeavor for some of you. Now, if you lost your partner, maybe they passed into, they transitioned, maybe they just left. There has been this mourning period of feeling the closure of that relationship. And you might even be in a position right now where you're thinking, oh, I'm too old, nobody wants me, I don't want children, whatever your reason is. It's not real. It's not a reality. It is just words coming out. What do I mean by that? The woman that I rent from here, she is absolutely adorable. She speaks no English and I speak almost no Spanish whatsoever. So my property manager, he is the most kindest person I've ever met. Intelligent, very, very nice man. Um, he translated for us. But it was so cute because we're pointing and we're able to connect. We're able to, I can talk to people here. We talk. I have people sit down on a bench and start talking to me. You have that ability too. All right. And you're going to be meeting somebody. Now, this lady was really incredible when she and her first husband passed away. She was almost 50 and she threw in the towel. Never again. She met somebody right at the age of 50. So I think it was a few years later after her prior relationship ended. And she met somebody at age 50 who lived a few towns over. And it was like a 30-minute commute. So they picked a location in the center, which is this apartment. And for 20 years, they had the best life ever. They did everything together. They loved each other. It was a beautiful, very positive relationship. And she's one of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. If she can do it, so can you. All right. Now, for another group of you, I think it's all of you actually. This is a time in your life when it is meant for you to literally create this new path. Some of you have already put the pieces together. I see it, you know it, and yet you're not sure fully what direction to go. Go within, use that inner wisdom, use your divine guidance, okay, that works through you, through your mind, through your body, through your soul to make sure that it comes out. Some of you need to clear your throat chakra right in here. Let me know if this is you. You're feeling it right as I talk. It's right in this area. This is a new beginning. You may need to step up to a platform and start speaking, start talking to other people. That can be in a number of different ways. That can be helping people in organizations, creating communities, and even standing on a platform, educating people on some level. This is a turning point for Pisces to forget all of the heartbreaking moments because you love so deeply. And when you get rejected, it breaks you. Not because you're broken, because that's just part of your zodiac sign. But also your zodiac sign, well, you were born under that sign to create peace and harmony in humanity, to bring in the love. And right now the love is coming in, and that is what the collective community is really about, is bringing the love in. It isn't about high rankings. It isn't about making a ton of money. It's about feeling right with like-minded people, that love and harmony. And that's what I see for a lot of you coming in the month of December, and it's going to grow as you hit January and all the way through next year. That is the part of you that you will always have, that highly intuitive mind that you already have, because you already so sensitive and connected. But that intuition is going to rise you into this new you. and that will define you as you go forward. That is who you are. So, you guys, I love to read your messages. Let me know. Much love. Happy holidays.